Jen Otten here, joined in the back paddock with the driver Yannick Gingras, who has a pretty busy night ahead of him, so we'll dive right into it. Yannick, here in race 2, Dragon said, gets a start from post 5 tonight, and his last win came back in July, where you were the pilot that night as well. You drove him a couple weeks ago. What can you tell us about him?
They just went too fast that night a couple weeks ago when I raced him, but he's actually, I think he fits really good in this class, and, he's more of like a one good move type of horse, so hopefully he sets up for us, but, he does have ability.
Race 3, the New Jersey Garden State for 2-year-old Colt and Geldings on the trot. Technical Dynasty for Ronnie Burke. The addition of trotting hobbles really seemed to help him. And maybe in the Breeders' Crown elimination, maybe let a few people down. And now the last 2 starts, no trotting hobbles. What can you tell us about that?
The trotting hobbles, I think Ronnie's just trying to get more speed out of him. It's mostly the reason. I think he's a much better horse than this. I'm not sure. I talked to Ronnie about it last week. I'm not sure what the issue is. Maybe he's a little bit tired, but he just, he tries. He just right now he doesn't have it. Hopefully he bounces back tonight. I'm guessing that he might have. I haven't talked to Ronnie the last couple of days. He must have found something to put him back in. But the horse has tremendous ability. So if he comes back to himself, he can definitely beat this field.
Race 4, New Jersey, a homegrown series, a breezy fresh. It's been a few months since sitting behind this son of Lazarus, so what do you recall about him?
I mean, he had no luck in the sire stick when I raced him. All the times, it's either I put him in the wrong spot or he had outside posts. So his lines back then were a little bit deceiving. He was a little bit better than that, but still, it's still in tough in there. Captain Optimistic is a really nice horse. Metalette is a really nice horse. So, we're looking for a check most likely. But again, like when I race him, I think he's a little bit better than that.
Race 6, an outside draw for Music Hall. You were picked up a third place finish last week. He's actually been really consistent, hitting the board 7 of 10 tries this season. Shows leaving the wings well. Will that be the plan from that outside post?
Yeah, probably get him into the race. I thought he raced really good last week. It was a big move in the third quarter, and I thought he held on pretty good for in that race. And I think this is probably a little bit cheaper than last week. So we'll definitely look to go forward and see what happens.
In race 8, you'll navigate Spicy Nice from post 8 for trainer Nancy Takter. You picked up the drive last time out in the Breeders' Crown Final, where she was a hard-closing 5th place finish. What do you make of that effort, and what do you think of her chances tonight?
She was actually really good in the Breeders' Crown. She did have a lot of good late trot, and post position killed her that night. Again, post position's pretty tough tonight too. But I haven't talked to Nancy. I know she hasn't raced since then, but. My guess is we're going to try to race her a little bit without killing her. Of course, there's other races, but I am. I want to win them all. So, she'll be in play at some point to try to get the money.
And one more to ask you about before I let you go. The feature here tonight, race 10, you'll sit behind Hill Exotic, maybe a horse that slid under the radar in a lot of big dances this year, but you've sat behind him plenty for old connections, but this will be the first time for trainer Todd Luther.
He's such a nice horse. When they bought him, I actually texted Todd, I'm like, you just bought a really nice one there. I love this horse. I mean, Mile Track, probably not his best game. He's usually on the 5/8, he competes a little bit better in the top tier of horses, but he's just an honest horse. He does his job every week, and he's a quality animal.
Yannick, thank you so much for taking some time to answer as many questions, and best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.